Okay, welcome back to the dirt road towards Villarrica. Just stopped for lunch in a place called Quingo or something like that, where there was a parade on and a band playing and dignitaries out in the finery. And now we've left the town and we're heading through the forest. As you can probably tell, the road is very bumpy. There's an awful lot of potholes. It's not in great condition. Give me a right old jarring, but it's still a beautiful day. Stopped with delicious, lovely empanada. Unfortunately, the coffee here in Chile, it's worth mentioning that, is rubbish. Its neighbour Argentina does great coffee. Chile does Nescafe, lukewarm Nescafe. If you ask for a café con leche, which is coffee with milk, it quite often comes with rather a lot of milk, very little coffee. It's not exactly good, but hey ho. But the riding is. Not got a view of the volcano at the moment because we're in amongst the forest. Oh, I think I've got an insect in my helmet now, which is just what I need. Just stop and sort that out. Okay, so we're off the dirt road for a little while. Down on this lovely alpine-like plain. It actually reminds me of Scotland, when I did the Scotland trip. We come off the big mountain down towards where there's like a handicraft cafe place. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's somewhat reminiscent of that for some reason. But over in the distance there's the volcano. We've now got this other landscape with the tree-covered hills. 50 miles to go to the hotel still. And there is another section of dirt before then. It's all good. It's just a beautiful day for riding a motorcycle. It's nice to break up the dirt with a bit of tarmac, just to give your feet a bit of a rest from standing up. It's surprising how sore your feet get when you're pushing to steer the bike with your feet. But, yeah, really beautiful day. Beautiful scenery. Gotta love my job. Gotta love my job. As long as everybody's safe and well, that's all that really matters. Okay, so more later. Welcome back to Chile, where we've left the mountain road now, and we're still working our way towards Villarrica, but it's just so alpine. I mean, the scenery and the wooden houses and everything else just reminds me so much of parts of Switzerland. It is really quite beautiful, and it's been an absolutely fantastic day's riding so far. Although the GPS route we're following does not match the route notes at all. There is supposed to be another section of dirt, but in actual fact the GPS route is taking a very direct route to Villarrica. Some of the waypoints that are on the route notes haven't been programmed into the route, and purely and simply that means that we're on a tarmac road, which is fine by me. And there in the distance you can see the cone-like snow-capped peak of a volcano peering over the top of the hills. That is possibly Villarrica volcano because it's in the right direction. It's 21 miles to the hotel, so it's in that general vicinity. Got very organised crops, not sure quite what they are. But if you just look at this countryside, I mean, hello ducky, it could quite easily be anywhere in the Alps. It's just bright green, beautiful colours under this absolutely crystal clear sky. And as so often has happened on this trip so far, in the last week or so, it's been very cold in the morning and then very warm in the afternoon. It's now 24 degrees. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. It's 24 degrees. Whereas this morning the temperature was down at 13 degrees. So really quite something. But as you can see, the scenery is just wonderful. I mean, such a good day. Such a good day. Okay, so that was me saying we're on tarmac now to Villarrica, and shortly after I switched the camera off, came around the corner, going straight, and then the road turns to this. So it's just suddenly gone from paved road, really good surface, nice and easy riding, to a dirt road with a lot of congregations on these uphill bits, where the where vehicles have come along and struggled to find grip. They spin the wheels and they create what is like a washboard surface. You can probably see it. You can certainly see if I look down a little bit, you can see the bike vibrating as it bounces across the top of the corrugations. So that was a bit of a surprise. I'm wondering whether it's actually what the route notes say. It's just that mileage is wrong. But I don't think so, because I put the waypoint in and it seemed to be somewhere completely different. But anyway, here we are. It's a beautiful little dirt road. Only got 18 miles to the hotel. I don't know whether it'll all be like this. Bit of a sting in the tail for those that don't like the dirt. I don't mind it these days. I get used to it. It's just that it's actually quite hard work. It's quite physical. It's hard work. It's not really hard work, of course, but it is quite physical. The way the bike is dancing constantly in your hands. And as I said before, you feel it through your feet as much as anything, because obviously when you're on a road like this, you can't steer with the handlebars, because if you do, you run the risk of the front tyre breaking traction and you crash it. So what you have to do is just lean the bike with you by changing your body weight, moving your feet to get the bike to turn. And then using the power to keep the bike moving. But all good fun. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so here we are, approaching Villarrica. In any second now we're going to be taking a left turn. There we go, T-junction. And hopefully you should get a very good view of what this area is most famous for and why we're here. A beautiful lake, and probably the most perfect looking volcano you will ever see. If I can get out of this junction. There's the volcano. Look at that. It's if you were to draw a volcano, that's the one you'd draw. Something that looks just like that. Quite something. Not one of ours. There you go, Villarrica. And we go across the bridge into the town. There's the lake. Stand up and get a better view. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Yep. And it's also a bit of a chocolate box town as well. It's really quite pretty, as hopefully you'll see in a minute. If I can talk and navigate my way to the town, I should know where I'm going because I came here in March. Just going to leave the camera running because it is it's a pretty little town. Come on, pay attention. Put your bloody phone down. Same problems the world over, people just on their phones constantly. So you have a lot of these really cool restaurants and really cool bars in Villarrica. Because obviously it's a beautiful place, so quite touristy. We've come in from the north this time, so I'm not quite sure where I am. I haven't got my bearings yet. Car alarm's going off. But you can get a feel for the town as I just drive down I'll drive slowly down this town. I think this is the main street that I'm familiar with. The biker, also not one of ours. Anyway, you get the idea. Pretty cool, huh?